Brothers and sisters, as we gather together now to consider our Lord in his 10th station, as we approach with great eagerness our Lord's resurrection, we see in this station our Lord stripped of his garments. And we could look at this just from the outset as being another terrible blow to our Lord's exhaustion. These clothes, these tattered clothes which hang to his limp and exhausted body, have now clung to the wounds that he has endured for our sake, and we can only imagine the excruciating pain that he endured having them torn forth from him. Perhaps the shame that he felt at being exposed before the crowd. And yet our Lord is desiring to model one thing in particular for us: poverty. Our Lord takes nothing with him to the cross, no comfort of any kind. It is by himself alone that he offers this sacrifice with no aid from this world. And when we think about poverty, the temptation can be simply only to look for those that we see on the street, those without a home or shelter, and indeed we should. But far too often is the case that we go throughout the course of our daily lives not seeing those people, not encountering the impoverished, the homeless, the marginalized, or those on the very outskirts of our lives. So instead, what our Lord is asking for us to do is to strip ourselves of the garments of this world and to focus instead upon our own spiritual poverty, the many ways in which we have turned away from him, the many ways in which we have decided to keep ourselves warm and to clothe ourselves with the values of this world. So our Lord takes nothing with him to this moment on Calvary. And as we approach our Lord in his Easter glory, our temptation is to take some of those things with us, to take those sins, to take those things of this world, to provide us comfort in these moments and days of darkness. But what the Lord is asking from us instead is to model, as he shown us, true Christian compassion, to rid ourselves of any affectation for this world and instead offer ourselves vulnerable before the world, trusting the illuminating light of his grace will be a comfort enough in these difficult days. And so as our Lord is stripped of these garments, he shows for us this path of rejecting the world, rejecting what the world values, and instead choosing the path, that narrow path of righteousness. And staying upon this path, brothers and sisters, is difficult. And so we have to pray always for that grace from the Lord to persevere in the face of great difficulty. And let us continue to persevere and support each other in prayer as we endure these final days of Holy Week. May God bless and keep you.